Hey everyone, it's Luke here from LT Gaming and welcome back to the channel. If you've been dreaming about building and exploring in space, then you're going to love this. Space Engineers 2 is just around the corner and is shaping up to be one of the most exciting space sandbox games we've seen in years. Whether you're a fan of the original or just love creating your own worlds among the stars, this sequel is bringing some big changes and fresh features. So second star to the right, and straight on till morning, let's dive in. You get that reference? Stick it in the comments below. Developed by Keen Software House, Space Engineers 2 builds on the incredible foundation of the first game, offering even more creative freedom and refined gameplay mechanics. The game officially enters alpha on January 27th, 2025 via the Steam Early Access program, and fans are already hyped for what's to come. For those who are new to the series, Space Engineers is a sandbox and survival game set in space where you can build, explore and engineer pretty much anything your imagination allows. That's ships, space stations, vehicles and even massive planetary outposts. You're only really limited by your imagination and skill. Now in that regard, I am a huge space sim player. I've been playing about 20 hours of Elite the last few days. I love X4, but I did struggle with Space Engineers and the engineering aspect, and honestly it took me a little bit of time to get into it. Now I am very excited to get in at the ground floor for Space Engineers 2, so that should be a lot of fun. I've gone back and revisited Space Engineers after not playing it for a number of years because of the channel and the comments where people said, "You haven't featured this game yet in any of your lists," and I decided to rectify that, and I've had a really great time just learning it very casually and preparing for the sequel. So with Space Engineers 2, the developers are doubling down on the creative freedom while bringing fresh tools and a polished experience. So what's new in this sequel? Well, Space Engineers 2 isn't just a simple upgrade, it's a complete reimagining of what made the original game so beloved by fans. At launch, the alpha version will focus on creative mode gameplay, giving players the freedom to build, experiment and explore. Over time, more features and modes like survival mode and multiplayer will be added. But even in its early form, Space Engineers 2 is packed with exciting improvements. The first of these is a revamped building system. The developers have completely overhauled the creative tools, making designing and constructing even the most complex ship stations and vehicles smoother and faster. For a bit of an engineering noob like myself, that's definitely an added bonus. I do love the space aspect of this game, but I struggle sometimes with the creation. I just don't have that brain. I'm not very technical, to be honest, so it's really great to hear they're going to make it easier. With new features to streamline workflows and manage intricate builds, you'll feel like a true engineer in space. There's going to be improved physics and performance. One of the big promises of Space Engineers 2 is optimized performance levels. The revamped engine allows for larger, more intricate structures and better handling of collisions, which means less frustration and more creativity when scaling up your projects. The game truly has some stunning visual enhancements. The visuals are getting a serious upgrade here. From dynamic lighting and enhanced planetary details to more realistic space environments, the game offers an even more immersive canvas for your spacefaring dreams. Now for a sim player like myself, this definitely appeals more to my side of things. I really want to feel immersed in space. Modding support is going to be huge. Modding is at the heart of Space Engineers' success, and the sequel continues this tradition with even more robust modding tools. Prepare for an explosion of creativity from the community as players start customizing and expanding the game in ways we haven't seen before. A quick interlude here. Did you know that most of our viewers aren't subscribed? If you're enjoying this content and want to stay updated on Space Engineers 2 and other awesome games, do hit that button. Both me and Tom really appreciate it. What really excites me about this game is that Keen Software House is laying the groundwork for Space Engineers 2 to evolve over time. They've mentioned taking an iterative approach, working closely with the community to refine the experience and add features as the game progresses. So while early access will give us a solid creative mode to start with, the future promises much more. So let's talk about that early access. The alpha version of Space Engineers 2 officially launches on January 27th, and it's focused entirely on creative mode gameplay. This means players will be able to experiment with the new and improved building tools, test the game's physics, and explore its beautifully reimagined space environments. The alpha phase is just the beginning. Keen Software House plans to release the game in stages, gradually rolling out features like survival mode, multiplayer functionality, and advanced engineering tools. If you've played the first game, you'll know that the developers are incredibly responsive to community feedback, and Space Engineers 2 will follow the same path. By being part of the early access phase, you'll not only gain a first look at the game, but also have a direct impact on shaping its future. Honestly, I couldn't be more excited to see how this evolves, and it's a truly epic space game to play in 2025. As us space fans know, these projects don't come along too often, so this is going to be really fun to get into, learn, and give feedback on. With Space Engineers 2, Keen Software House is taking everything fans loved about the original and giving it a modern makeover with fresh possibilities. If you've ever dreamed of building epic creations in space, this is your time to shine. And if you're new to the Space Engineers universe, this is a perfect chance to jump in and be part of a growing community as the game takes shape. It's truly my ambition with the title also. So what do you think about Space Engineers 2? Are you planning to check out the early access alpha? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and give feedback. So there we go, LT gamers. Don't forget to hit that like button if you've enjoyed this video and subscribe for more updates on Space Engineers 2 and other awesome games in general. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you out there among the stars. I've been Luke, and I'll catch you on the next one.